Hello, 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 and welcome to the Rag Company Podcast. I'm Dane Hennen. To my right, Levi Gates.
Oh, yeah, baby.
And to my left, Anthony Fisher.
Hey, hey.
And this is, as I said, the Rag Company Podcast, the main show. We're at 83 now. Man, we are...
Oh, my God.
We're getting up there.
Feels good to be wanted. Feels good to be needed.
I feel like
Octogenarian status.
we're at the appropriate age to die now.
Ouch. Wow, we just got here, man.
Like, I'm hoping I get past 83
okay. Well,
for
I mean,
sure.
Dane
but,
is going in for surgery this week.
Correct.
Yeah, so I've been having a lot of final meals, last suppers.
Gastrointestinal problems.
Yeah. For those who missed, I addressed it in a previous podcast, but just once again, I'm going to have part of my intestine removed, and then they're going to reattach
It's
the good
To be
parts.
fair, it is a dead part of your intestine that you're no longer using, right?
Well, that's not what the doctor said. It's strictured. It's
So are things still flowing?
Yes. I don't want to get into horrible detail for the listeners.
When was
but
the
yes,
last time
things work?
Made it through.
Things work. It's just they're concerned about it potentially being. They want to make sure it's not connected to something else like cancer or Crohn's or some other stuff. So basically, they're just like to be safe. Let's
cut out the fat.
Out with the old.
Yeah.
What's going to be fun is Dane's going to be on a liquid diet for a couple weeks.
Are you really?
So
well, they told me
get ready.
I'm going to be in recovery.
Get ready to see Dane
at
shrink
the hospital.
down.
I'm not spending the night there. It's an outpatient thing, so I'll be basically.
Well, you're there until you poop.
Thank you.
I don't know.
I'll be there. I'll be there
I
at the
don't know
folks'
if
house.
that's what
So sorry to graphic for people.
It's not graphic, Dane.
Basically,
Everybody poops.
There's a book on that.
Okay,
Actually,
yes,
it's a true
there
thing.
is.
Yeah.
So
As
basically,
a parent, everybody poops. I know that
children. I will basically be out. I won't be able to film anything. That's going to be the part that's going to kill me. We're going to have like lots of people coming through, and I'm going to want to like pick up the camera and move gear around.
Yeah,
that's not going to be good for somebody who's all stitched up like I am. So
you're going to be weak.
Tim's on the other side of the wall, like F you, Dane. F you.
I got to carry a camera.
Because that means I have to do it. Don't worry, Tim. I will help you.
Tim, you're doing a great job. I just want you to know.
Tim is doing a great job.
I will help you because Tim's like, I'm overwhelmed.
I'm going to try and be present, but I'll just have to offer like creative input. I won't actually be able to handle the heavy stuff.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure. So he's going to boss people around.
Dane's going to sit in his wheelchair.
People find my input
Dane, why'd you get a jazzy?
incredibly
You can
enlightening.
walk.
I don't know why you're
just
insinuating that I'm not a
feel like I
helpful
could
person.
probably do
Dane,
this.
why are you throwing marbles at us? Those really hurt.
Oh,
Can you switch to
man.
marshmallows, please?
He's got a director, like those old trumpets, like from the 20s. Hey, where are you guys?
I just imagine him. He's basically
Professor Extra.
Yeah, he's gonna be Danny DeVito.
Where did that director chair come from?
And
Why
It's Always
we
Sunny.
never had one of
Yeah.
those? He's like,
Yeah.
I just need it. I don't. I have. The doctor said I need to.
I had Bart make me one.
Yeah.
We've gone too far down this weird rabbit
we
hole.
went way down the rabbit
Anyway,
hole.
so Dane is going for surgery this week.
So I won't
you can
be
send
here
your
after
condolences.
today.
I mean, thoughts and prayers to Dane.
I mean, I hope I'll be here after today,
Not
just not this week.
condolences, just thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
Well, and when he recovers, when Dylan was here, he dropped off a couple beers that we needed to try, and
It hurts looking at them and not being able to have them.
Told Dane I'm not going to drink them until he is ready. His body is
I
ready.
appreciate that.
That's nice of you.
Appreciate that.
To offer that.
What else can I do?
So that's enough about me. I guess that pretty much sums up
So
what
Dane,
my
what was
weekend
your
was.
weekend
Was
like?
Essentially
You had a
getting,
bunch of last meals?
getting stuff in order. Yeah. So,
He's like, I got to fill the tank before I get it done.
Basically, I'm not going to be able to enjoy stuff for a while. So,
Well, how did it start? So what was your Saturday like?
Okay. Well, Saturday was essentially
you guys
just
went and had breakfast, didn't you?
Yeah, we took Dylan because Dylan wanted to go to Goldie's whether we were there or not, and we're like, we'll go.
Yeah.
So I went and picked up Anthony, and you were not there,
No.
but we spread the option out to you. We gave you that option.
I almost did.
But it's hard to say no to Goldie's.
It is hard to say no.
So Goldie's
But
is
the problem
a
with
local.
Goldie's, you got to get there early.
Yeah.
It's a local breakfast joint. It is a hole in the wall. Literally
It's actually
a
literally
hole in the wall type restaurant.
Yeah.
So it's a in the know kind of place. If you're not from Boise but you've heard of it, you know it's good because you probably waited a while to get in, but it's worth it.
No, it is definitely one of those places you got to like. The guys literally told Dylan to get in line 30 minutes before they opened.
Mm-hmm.
They asked a guest,
Yeah.
to get to the breakfast restaurant 30 minutes before they opened.
Yeah.
Just to get in line So there's a possibility of getting a table and that they'd show up about 7:45, 8 o'clock.
And so, for overflow purposes, Goldie's has this corner bistro that they kind of use as a holding cell for people waiting to get into Goldie's. And they're like, hang out in their little coffee shop on the corner with pastries and stuff in the meantime. And it's actually really good. So that's cool. But,
so you guys got in, though?
Yeah. So we got in, had ourselves some wonderful food that I took a little far. Got a chicken fried steak.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got that same thing.
Yep.
I absolutely regretted it later on that day. Not that it was delicious, but
it was so good, but it did not treat you well.
I'll tell you my story from that point. Dane can finish off.
No, basically, the rest of the day, I just was kind of doing various prep things because I knew this week I was basically going to be staying at my folks' house because it's closer to the hospital and stuff.
So you kissed Liz and said, I'll see you
I basically said, I love you. I love the dogs and her dog.
Don't let the house burn down.
It's been real.
Yeah.
Make sure the dishwasher works.
Don't come visit.
Everything works. No, come visit if you want to. Okay. But basically, just kind of like, okay, that's that. And then went to a comedy show that night, saw Trevor Noah,
we saw that.
So that was fun.
You guys got to go see that.
And good time there for sure. And then after that, it was go home and get the last few groceries I need and like the antibiotics, pick up the stuff from the pharmacy, and like, well, I guess this is it. So today,
Did you create a will or anything for
No.
Liz?
You know what's fun though? Every time I went into the hospital, they're like, "So, do you have like a living will or all this stuff?" And I'm looking at it, going, "No," but you keep asking me. I feel like I might need.
I mean, like,
they are cutting literally a piece of your body out of you. Just so you know.
I've already picked the things I want. Like, I will take Dane's Christmas tree because I think
nice
the spirit of Dane needs to.
Are you going to keep it up in the spirit of me?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I have a room
so
specifically in my
if there's
house for
anything that you'd like of Dane's, leave a comment below, or send us an email. Dane at theRagCompany.com.
He's got a Miata with a flat tire.
He does have a Miata with a flat tire.
A Volvo V50R that used to have.
You will be taking over payments on that, just so you know.
Correct. You're signing yourself up for
it's
that.
Not that much.
But the Miata is free and clear. He's got the title. So,
I own that thing.
The C-Max is going to Liz.
Well,
I own that one too.
Technically, that's they got to make payments on that.
It's already
too.
Liz's.
Yeah, but perhaps maybe you want that Miata or any of
who
Dane's
doesn't
clothes.
Want the Miata? The answer is always
Dane
Miata.
does
some
have
of his
clothes,
some of his blankets,
his shoes,
maybe artwork, pictures, things on the wall.
I actually have a lot of very nice artworart.
Okay, so
it's good to know.
The
bidding will begin.
You'll probably want to either reach out to Dane first to make sure you get dibs on it. That way we have at least a paper trail, or get in touch with Jeff and Carolyn.
People like my dog.
Yeah, Callie.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure
she's a Great Pyrenees, so she's going to be a little.
She's
bit
a great
of a
dog
handful.
too.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway,
we're way off tangent. Anyway,
so
it's
Sunday,
been a day.
So Sunday, what did you do on Sunday?
Sunday was literally just getting the stuff from the pharmacy, grocery stuff, and that was it. Like I kept it low key. Like I wasn't going crazy.
Day.
Kept it simple. Watched some YouTube like detailing videos because I haven't done that in a while. I always kind of like to know what's going on in the world, and saw some like different interviews that popped up and interesting stuff. One Anthony pointed out to me where I was like, "Oh, that's interesting," but there's just some good stuff out there.
Yeah.
Did you watch that interesting video?
Oh, I watched the whole thing.
Did you like it?
It was interesting because they make good points, but it's funny when you're in conversations they act like you don't make those points. Anyway, there's some of that out there. Yeah. Any rate, what did you do, Anthony? I know you were up to some stuff.
So right now
I'm
shaking up this freaking kombucha drink that
and it keeps overflowing.
So I've been on this kombucha kick. I don't know what it is. I like sour things. First off, so this little Synergy organic kombucha watermelon flavor thing. Have you ever had a watermelon warhead? Mm-hmm. It's what it tastes like. It tastes like I'm drinking that, and I enjoy it. I don't care about the health benefits, but I'm trying to cut back on the damn energy drinks I've been drinking.
Yeah,
right?
Smart. Yeah.
I've been drinking so many of them because I look forward to it, right? It's like one of those things, like an addict, right? When you wake up in the morning, I
don't know what you're talking about.
It's your treat. Oh my God!
I look forward to like stopping and going grabbing a Monster, a Red Bull, and then like starting my day like that. I was just doing that way too much.
So you got rid of the $2 Monsters to go with a $5 kombucha.
$3, $3.50.
But think of how much less it's going to cost him when he ends up at the hospital.
Well,
That's true.
That is true.
I can't.
So you don't have a heart attack.
I can't continue to drink these. I don't care what the health benefits are. It's just getting really expensive, and I'm just like, I like them, but I need to
try and make your own kombucha.
I don't know. I need to get hooked on water
It's
again.
like people who make toilet wine.
Well, that's what it is. Yeah.
It's basically what it is. With bacteria.
Yeah. It's literally fermented. Like, and that's why there's like stuff floating in this. And I'm like, gross. But I don't want to think about the stuff that I'm drinking. So getting back to my weekend here. So Friday night, we went out with Dylan, grabbed some food, grabbed some dinner. Saturday morning, literally hours later, we woke up bright and early. Dane picked me up down to Goldie's. I ordered the same thing, chicken fried steak, but I also, and this is, I don't know why I did this, chicken fried steak. I also got a chocolate chip pancake.
Right, you did that.
Right, and I was stupid because I covered my chicken fried steak and potatoes in Tabasco sauce and ketchup.
And then I ate a chocolate pancake
with syrup and tons of butter on it. I should have went one way or the other.
Yeah, you don't need to mix meats.
I went savory and sweet. I should have gone one way. And because of that...
It was just sheer portion size is where you went wrong.
So I don't know what it is. Like in the last year, I've been having some weird like acid issues. I think it's just I'm getting older. So I've finally developed what feels like acid reflux or whatever.
Yeah.
I was dying for the rest of the day after leaving that. Not only did I overeat, but I'm just like, dude, I combined too much crap. It's like I feel like I have a cauldron in my stomach.
Right.
And there's nothing that's helping it get fixed.
At the very least, get yourself on some omeprazole or something like what I had been doing up until.
So Dane was using that one that was available only for 2 weeks at a time. 2 week cycles.
That was not.
But he'd been using it for
like
10 years, solid, daily.
So
don't do that. But that's good to figure out.
Might
if it
be
helps.
why he's getting part of his stomach.
Yeah, follow a 2-week regimen.
Yeah, so I have some omeprazole from the doctor's office. I feel like the prescription ones are a little bit nicer, but so I'll probably I need to start taking that. I just can't accept that I have that issue now because being a guy that used to be all about weightlifting and eating all sorts of different stuff, dude, I ate everything and I would overeat all the time. I never had any issues, and then now I'm like, it's like a new year. It happened right when I turned like 29. I'm like, so is this the new thing for this age year? So
yeah, it is.
Anyway, so getting back to
when you turn 39,
your body's like Willie. Willie hears you. Willie don't care.
When you get to 39, that's when you're like Dylan and you cough and you throw a rib out, or
and he's taking his blood pressure medication, or like me, the morning after my 39th birthday, you go to the doctor so they can check and make sure you didn't have a friggin' heart attack.
I like to imagine
we're gonna
there's
hook you up on an EKG. Why? My shoulder hurts. Well, we just want to make sure it's not a heart attack.
I like to imagine there's guys like in their early 20s.
Hold on a second.
Listening to this.
Hold on a second.
And they're just horrified at what's awaiting them on the other side of their 20s.
Dude, but like it's true though. It was like one thing after another. Like I think probably in my 20s, like there was always like a notable point in my 20s where I'm like, oh, that's new. Like I haven't had that yet. Fortunately, I still have all of my hair.
That's true.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.
Starting to get a little thin.
But I'm sure. I don't know what's next. We'll see whatever happens. I'm sure once I become a parent, it'll progress faster.
Yeah.
Little down the road. That's not like a teaser. Like I'm like
he's like, oh, by the way,
he hasn't gotten Katie pregnant.
Yeah. A couple years. Anyways, okay. So Saturday, I ended up going home. I did end up washing my car, washing the Civic, playing with some new stuff that here I'm going to talk about here in a little bit. If you're watching the Ride Company video, you'll see what's on the table. But
Pepsi. Hidden behind Pepsi, right?
Hidden behind some Pepsi there. So I played with some stuff just to play with product and.
Well, because you hear people talk, right? Like,
I'm going to get into that later.
Okay.
Dan.
Okay. They're excited.
Installed some mud flaps on my Civic.
Nice.
Not mud flaps.
Rally
guards. No, they're like like OEM style guards.
These are more like body molding. So they're
correct.
Yeah,
they look good. I like them.
Like form fitting.
Yeah. So I ended up doing that, and I mean, really, nothing super crazy, but I did get a lot done.
You released a video.
Just things I don't know what you're talking about, Dane. So I did a lot of stuff around the house.
Yeah.
And then so Sunday. Oh man, what did I do yesterday? Sunday was it was yesterday, right? I woke up. I
released a video.
No, I don't know. I didn't do any of that.
I think we should talk about it for him.
No, stop it. So
he doesn't need any more hits.
Oh, right. Yeah, he's getting tons of those already, so he doesn't need our help.
I don't know what you people are talking about.
Anyway.
So that's what I did on Sunday. So I woke up and really funny. So you guys know I have a Honda Grom, right? Like a little mini small motorcycle thing. Mm-hmm. It's I found out I've already done a lot of little stuff to this bike.
Honda, if you're listening, you're welcome.
Yeah. So Honda's been my go-to.
This guy.
I think deep down I am a Honda person.
I think you
are.
Like
this is who I am as a person, and I think I got out of the game when I was 20-something. I got into my Evo. I should have never done that. No. I should have stuck true to my roots and stuck Honda all the way.
Wow.
I'm saying that. Wow. I love Honda stuff. I do. I really do. It's cheap fun. So I got a new headlight for my Honda Grom. Mm-hmm. It's called a TDM. It's a Thai domestic market headlight. It's an OEM option. It's a projector bulb. So on the headlight, on the normal Grom, it's like a reflector housing. So it's just like a normal headlight. On this one, it's a projector. So it has the cool switchback to where if you go from your high beams to low beams,
it just looks cooler. It's more aesthetically pleasing.
It does. And so I put that on, and I was all pumped on it. I was like, Katie, come out here and look how cool this looks.
And she's like,
visually, this adds $500.
Yeah, and she goes out there. She's like, what? She's like, how much was this? I'm like, don't worry, it wasn't a lot. It was only like
relative to
$60 with $20 shipping, and so
that gets you a pass.
Yeah, it wasn't horrible, but no, I did that. The other thing I did, I really wanted to. I need to get into spring cleaning mode. I did order my steamer that I talked about in one of the previous episodes. I talked about the McCullough. I think it was the 1275. I think is the number on that. Because I need to detail Katie's 4Runner.
Yeah.
It is beyond the point of like I've let it go too far, and she started living out of it, and I knew this would happen, and
you're like you get in the back seat.
It's the way
she said, hey
works.
Anthony, can you go grab my I have my purse, I have an envelope inside there, I gotta grab something. I go open the back seat of the car, I look in there, and dude, like it was haunting. I'm like, I look back there and I'm like, oh my God, dude, there's shoes, there's pants, there's pairs of pants, there's all these things. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, that's from when I'm working out. I'm going back and forth between work and doing all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, like, bring this stuff in,
just
do
wait
something.
When you have kids.
She has a full.
She's still going to be like that.
She has a full-size freaking mirror in the back in the back half of the 4Runner that's been in there for 3 weeks.
Whoa.
A mirror, and she's just been driving around in it, right?
Hit a bump and see what happens.
Tubs of detergent she has back there, right? Yeah. She has.
It's. I'm telling you. It's going to be like this.
I guarantee you there's a lot of folks relating right now who are listening to this.
It's never going to change.
Yeah, I know it's not.
But imagine a child onto this.
Yeah.
Just so you know, you have to be ready for this.
It's this plus a little vomit, some chicken nuggets.
No, just stuff.
It's
like,
dude,
Augie is in this mode where he's putting stickers on things now.
Ooh.
And I had to tell him, like, you're not allowed to put stickers on the car.
Yeah, you can't do that.
And the other thing he loves to do is touch the windows.
Smudge.
So there's smears everywhere.
Put
so
bead maker so they slide right off or something.
I did bead maker this last window, so thankfully. But just saying, you're in a good space.
Yeah.
Just think the best you can do is detail her car every couple months and maybe try a plan with her. Like, I need you to clean it out.
Well, it's hard because we work opposite schedules. She just moved, and so she works weekends, and so that's my time, right? That I can do that. And when she
give her the Civic to drive.
Well, she can drive it, but after its lowered state, I am questioning how that will
it'll
work.
come back with some curb and curb rash
more than that,
wheels.
I think. And so
it's like I'll take the Evo instead.
Just give her the Evo.
See what his face looks like.
It's not even better, man. No. So I need to do something like that. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to steam clean, and I wanted to show her. Like, I wanted to pull her out there and say, hey, check out how cool this is.
You can do it, but she's not going to care.
No, she's not going to care. But so I got
that. She's like my wife. Yeah. And the two of them will sit and compare notes and laugh at us.
They can sit and watch us just work, and sweat and say, that's
sees it
so
clean
funny.
and then just goes, challenge accepted.
What a bunch of nerds.
No, they'll say, thank you. That was amazing. I appreciate it.
Let's go through.
And then proceed to just.
I love when my car is clean. Now I can get it really dirty.
Yeah, they're going to
enjoy the next 5 minutes because that's all you get.
No, my wife literally says that. She's like, oh my gosh, my car is so clean. It's so nice. Thank you so much. I promise I'm going to keep it clean.
Nobody keeps that promise.
Dude, there's a lot that I just, the interior, exterior, all of that. The only thing she cares about, hey, can you go and wipe my rear view or my backup camera? Because it's all dirty.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. I'll wipe that, and then she'll be like, oh, it's amazing. Thank you. The car's clean again. And I'm like, no.
Car not clean.
No, it is not.
I used to have to do that with our minivan that had the backup camera on it. That same kind of thing.
So does she take it through tunnel washes?
No, that's the thing. So
you have to wash it.
She's good because she hasn't taken it through. So I'd rather have it be dirty before taking it through all these tunnel washes, just because I don't want to create.
The sun's coming out. You can use the new all-day Anthony pressure washer solution.
I'm so excited to use that. I'm literally counting down the days until I know that the water won't freeze coming out of my hose. I turned my
water. I plugged my hose in last week.
Did you?
And turned the water on.
And it worked. And everything's fine.
It was snowing
from the house, right?
Yeah,
so
it was
snowing.
Fine. and I had to drain the hose again before I put it away. But I did it just because I was like, I couldn't. My wife's car was so filthy.
Yeah, that is.
And I was just like, I have to rinse it off. I can't.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, what I'm thinking about doing, I'm thinking about taking her car down tonight just to a spray and pay and just doing it myself. But I have a new, not new. I have something that I've been testing that I've been testing.
Yeah.
And what I want to do is I want to take that down there and try out some different car soap. I can't tell you guys what I'm testing, but it's really freaking cool. You're gonna love it.
You know us. We're always testing something.
We're always testing something cool. So I got that going on, and then the other thing is I also did my taxes last night.
I did my taxes too.
And so I went the TurboTax route because I may or may not have to claim.
This is your last year.
As a single person, correct.
Yeah.
But I may or may not have to claim something from a couple of dollars that I make via videos that I don't actually make.
Right.
So I went through TurboTax, got the home and business thing through Costco, because I think if you do it, if you buy it online, it's $140, $150. At Costco is $80.
Yeah.
So went through there, got that, and started on that last night. And I've used TurboTax for like 4 or 5 years now, and it's just so easy. It's just
simple.
like, they make it so dumbed down, and I've never had an issue with any auditing or anything like that. And then that money has always been exact for what I get back. And so I've always really liked that. But it's always disappointing though when you go and fill out a new box and you see that number.
You wait, you're like, come on, don't drop.
Is it dropping or is it going up? What's going to happen?
Here's the real question: did you owe at the end?
I did not owe.
Yay!
So
lucky.
I did not owe. I don't know. I
Have you done your taxes yet, Dane?
Yeah.
You owe?
Dane owed. So I
didn't know that.
I owed a few hundred.
Yeah. I just claimed one. I used to claim 0 back in the day, but I claimed 1.
I don't ever remember. It's just built into my thing. I haven't really looked at it. No. It's like 1 or 0. I don't remember.
Okay.
But yeah. So I just claimed. I claimed 1, and so I don't have to pay anything, which is good. And I don't know, figure out what to use that money on. Probably save it, maybe pay down one of my my credit card that I have.
Yeah, I'm looking at hot tubs.
Are you?
So I'm guessing you didn't know either.
Were you guys like? Are you guys like me to where like your tax your money you get back taxes, is that like your kind of play money?
It wasn't for years.
Okay.
So my big thing with taxes was just making sure that like we heard the stories, right? Mm-hmm. Last year I didn't get hardly anything back. And so I was I owed
last year for the first
time. So I was
time.
like, oh my gosh, this is going to be tight. However, the first 8 years Carly and I were married, we owed a couple grand every year. And we were paying it. And it wasn't until that first year that I had my mother-in-law living with us and we had a child. And so we had I said, well, thankfully when we bought a house, like what we owed every year kind of went down a little bit more, but we were still back behind, behind the 8 ball and that stuff. But it was the first time that when we had my mother-in-law and a child, we were able to pay off what we owed, and we got like $500.
Yeah.
And we were like, woo! And then after that, I've always gotten a return. And my business always owed money, but I always made myself an employee of my businesses so that I could we could still do taxes and do all that kind of stuff. But this year we were really worried because we didn't get a lot.
Yeah.
And this year we're good, and I'm thankful for that. Because I literally was, when I texted you guys, I was doing our taxes. I was like, I'm doing my taxes, and I did H&R Block.
Oh, okay. And so we all three did different.
Did you go down? Or you did
I
online?
download them. I download it and do it online. It's the same thing as doing TurboTax. It's the same price.
Because I did Credit Karma, and it was free for me to do it.
Okay. I've never heard of doing it under Credit Karma.
It works.
That's weird.
It's thorough.
Is it a legit site?
I hope it's real.
Dane's identity gets stolen. He's like, so
no,
guys, Credit Karma's a legit site.
No, when you're on your own, and you don't have anything, it's way fast.
In your case, you got more stuff going on.
I bought and sold a house this year. That was what I was worried about, was paying taxes on my capital gains, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get screwed this year. But I came out really well, to the point that I called Carly because I needed like a photocopy or photo of her ID so I could use her driver's license number on.
Yeah.
And I was like, she's like, how's it going? And I was like, good, but I'm not done yet. And she's like, okay, where are we at? I said, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to get your hopes up.
Yeah.
till it's
You're going to
done.
hear one thing, and then when you finish, it's totally different.
Yeah.
Like, what happened?
Like, I would be like, oh, we're kicking butt. And then I'll hit that box, and it's like, but so we're good. So that's, I did mine, but I did H&R Block because they do direct deposit and all that stuff. And you get it in like less than 15 days sometimes.
So so as far as taxes go, so I knocked that out, and that's just I knocked it out. I have to submit it today. I want to go over everything one last time, and I always I think last time, because I think you get free over the phone support or whatever. If you have any questions, there's like a couple of boxes where I wasn't really sure on, because there's an area, right, that asks you, have you had any theft or was there any damage done to anything you own in the last year, right? And my Civic got broken into.
You did.
Back in March, and it had, when I took it down to the shop, they said it was about $1,300 worth of damage, is what they said. And that was because of, I wanted to get a new lock system, just to be safe. They broke my whole dash thing that I replaced all these things, right? But and I'm not trying to work the system, but that was the damage that was done. And there is still some things I would like to fix that I never got fixed from that.
Yeah.
So if that's something I can claim, I'm not really sure. I think that's where there's certain situations, I think, in life where you say, I kind of wish I could ask, somebody. I wish I could have gone to somebody and said, hey, is this something I can do? No, it's not. All right, I trust you.
Yeah. That's where having a pro is helpful, a consultant or something. In a lot of cases, you know me, I play it a little safer because I'm as much as I would like to, put this on the, I'd rather just not.
You'd rather
even
do it on Credit Karma instead of H&R Block or TurboTax.
You have to remember though, Dane has a thing about authority, right? About cops, things like that. The government, he respects that, and I totally get it, because I'm one of those guys to where. I don't. I don't know what would happen if some guy came and he's like, hey, I would like to audit you on your taxes. I would say, what does that mean? Because last year I forgot there was an extra paycheck or two that I forgot to claim on my income that I got after it was like a 2016 thing, whatever it was, and I had to what's that called, where you amend your return. I do amendment. I was sweating. I'm like, how do I do this? Am I in trouble?
That stuff will freak you out.
What's going to happen? I've never done this before. And Stacy over our web lady was like, I had to amend a return once, and it was the worst. It was a nightmare, and I had to battle it for 9 months. And I'm like, oh my God. Fortunately, that didn't happen. It was super easy.
I did an amendment too when I was owing a ton, just to knock down what I owed.
Yeah.
I think I got these on backwards.
Oh, nice.
Well, I got it one time where I had a first-time home buyer's tax credit that I was given. There's a policy number and all this stuff, and I've had it, but then I guess the whatever agency it was through, they had some stuff changed, so it wasn't in their filing immediately when they went looking for it. So do you have this? And I got it in the mail, and and then I looked up and it had moved or something, so I had to get it again and send it in. It was fine, but when you get that, you're like. Yeah, a little freaked out.
Not good. So
you're like, I'm a good boy.
That's what I did. Levi, what did you do this weekend?
Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the main show 83 with your host Levi Gates.
Is it? So, that's how it's going to be now.
Okay. So I've been gone for the last. I was here for this Q&A Thursday, but the last two I was gone for. So Augie was sick. Mm-hmm. My wife went to Portland for the weekend. Augie got sick Thursday night. Or Thursday I took off to spend the day with my kids and take them to school and just play Mr. Mom. And then Thursday night, Augie got sick. And woe be unto us. We were going to, I called my wife and she's like, paint the door with lamb's blood. Yeah. The plague has come through your home.
Oh no.
It was, Og was puking everywhere on everything he could get near him. It was bad. It was very, very bad. So I did not sleep Thursday night, just trying to or Friday night, or Thursday night to Friday morning, trying to catch puke and cleaning. So thankfully, Hadley didn't get sick, and I didn't get sick on those next 2 days. My mother-in-law came over and helped clean on Friday. It was a whole thing. But my wife had fun. She came home on Saturday. My birthday was on Sunday. And so we got to, and this was the last week, we got to do a little birthday thing, all that stuff. And then I caught what Augie had and proceeded to spend the rest of my birthday throwing up. And it was not fun. And then the next morning I woke up like I said, on the day after my 39th birthday, and I had thrown my shoulder out where my left arm did not work. Ooh. And I was in horrific pain. So we go to the doc in the box. They hook me up to an EKG to make sure I didn't have a heart attack.
I'm puking and my arm is broken.
After literally exiting both exits or orifices of all my bodily fluids and throwing my shoulder out. Yeah. They hooked me up to make sure I didn't have a heart attack during this time.
You're just slowly falling apart.
Yeah, I was like, this sucks. And then so I took Monday off. So that's why I wasn't on the podcast.
Yeah.
They filled me full of some pain pills and all that kind of good stuff, some anti-inflammatories and a muscle relaxer.
Feeling good. They sent you off on your way.
Sent me home. I was good. Tuesday morning, I went in, got a cortisone shot in my shoulder, and came into work. And then we got to spend the week
here, we got to work.
Yeah, we spent the week with Dylan, which was a blast. But again, Dylan was laughing because I picked him up from the airport, and he's like, well, you've had a week. Let me tell you, I got to take blood pressure medication now, and I have a part of my rib came loose. And I'm like, oh, Lord. So we were a right pair of 39-year-old men. Man. It was wonderful. But this weekend, great little weekend. We just kind of hung out. Didn't have to go anywhere. Didn't have anything planned. I was working on a car for a gal. I debadged a GLA 250 or 200, 250 Mercedes.
Yeah, I would debadge that too.
She just wanted the GLA off, the GLA 250 off, so I got that all off for an old customer of mine. Really great person, and she was excited to see and excited to get on the books and come to my house and all that stuff. So, got her car done. Did that on Saturday. Yeah, and just kind of watched the kids. My wife went shopping with a friend. One of her girlfriends was in town, and so she spent the day shopping with her, which was great. And then Sunday, we went to church, and then we came home, and we did nothing.
Nice.
One reason was because Carly got sick.
Yeah.
Well, and she got whatever we all got. Yeah. So she was the last to fall, the final chip
upon this house.
But Hadley also got sick last Saturday too. So it wasn't until Carly got home that Hadley got it when I got it. And so Hadley and I were sick at the same time. So it was, let me just say, it was not fun. And I feel sorry for anybody that had to deal with that.
It was probably like a bad jar of pickles that everybody just was like, I want a pickle. Great. These are very inconspicuous.
Turns out Winston brought something into the house.
Yeah, Watson. Yeah,
Watson. Sorry, God,
so but anyway, we got out all done, so it was good. But so Carly just laid on the bed most of the day, but we didn't have to be anywhere. We didn't have to do anything, and so did the exact same thing. Just chilled out. Literally hung out. I started Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet with the kids last night.
I love the first one. I've never seen the second one.
We started the second one. It's actually pretty good. So we're going to finish it tonight with the kids. And that's about it. Trying to just get the rest of our stuff done.
Have they ever seen the How to Train Your Dragon movies?
That movie series is really good,
I think they have. They were a little too young for the first one. Okay. So I think Hadley's watched it. I don't think Augie's watched it. Yeah. I want to get them started on it again because I really like that series.
It's definitely one of the better ones.
If you like the Nordic, Viking
we've talked about it, and it's one of those series that we'd like to get them on. But
I watched the third one, and we actually went to the movie theater. I know I sound like a kid, but
it's okay to watch animated movies too.
Because I've watched those since I was younger, and I remember when they first came out when I was in my teens, late teens or early 20s. I was like, I would love this if I was a kid, and I love it now. But dude, I watched that third one, end of that movie, dude. I was sitting there, I'm like, I'm not gonna cry.
Yeah, you're it's fine.
Bawling. Dude, I'm fighting him back, and Katie's looking over at me, and she's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's fine." It's a really good ending. They really ended this series well. I'm totally fine. It's okay. I'm walking out, and she's like, "I'm not sure
crying.
You're okay."
You're crying.
No, fine.
Yeah.
Totally good.
It was good. We just kind of chilled out, and like I said, it was kind of one of those weekends we needed to do that. I went and sat out on the back patio because the sun was out and it was warm and nice. But Saturday night, Carly and I went out to dinner with some friends. We hit the Olive Garden, and fun fact. The Olive Garden, you can't make a reservation there. But, so I call, because I'm like, it's always packed. Doesn't matter when it is. So I was like, we'll be there at 6.
Well, unless you're going to the one in...
unless we're going to the one in Georgia.
Alpharetta, was it?
Yeah, Alpharetta, Georgia.
Oh, that one was an interesting one.
But we go, and I call ahead. Carly's like, hey, give him a call and see. And... my mom was watching the kids, so I call them at 3 o'clock, and I was like, yeah, I want to make a reservation. And they go, oh, we don't take reservations. It's first come, first serve. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I was just going to put my name down for 4. And she goes, yeah, I can put you on our call ahead list.
Oh, come on.
And I said, what does that do? And she goes, well, it just means like you're planning on being here at 6 o'clock and we'll have a table ready for you. And I was like, like a reservation.
Yeah. I want to reach through the phone and just shake people
she said, no,
when they
it's
do
a call
that
ahead
kind of
list.
thing.
What's your name and how big is your party? And I was like, Gates 4. And she's like, okay. And so our friends showed up before us. We were running like 5 minutes late, right? And I'm hauling ass down the freeway, and Carly's like, it's under our last name because they're already there. And she's like, oh, all right, cool. So they walk in and they're like, yeah, Gates 4. And they hand him one of the things, and she goes, okay, it'll be a few minutes.
Yeah.
And the people next to him were like, wait, what? And they're like, what's the wait time? And the girl's like, oh, we're at an hour wait time at 6 p.m.
Oh, my God.
On a Saturday night in Boise, Idaho.
Yeah.
The Olive Garden was in a 1 hour wait at 6 o'clock.
Popping.
Dude, that's why,
it was crazy.
Okay.
So we walked in and we were there.
Order your freaking food to go. If like at Olive Garden, that's what I've always done, dude. I've always done the to go thing.
Yeah.
I go right in. I get all my breadsticks, all my stuff.
I'm sure it's amazing.
And if you have an hour wait next time, pick up your order to go. Sit there on those waiting benches and just crack that stuff open.
Oh yeah,
and just start
smart
and just offend everybody.
Or when the weather's nice, just go sit outside on the front.
Yeah, something like that. Sit in the grass.
The intersection there.
Yeah, no, but that's it. You're right though. It is getting crazy.
Well, it's because there's only one Olive Garden. I think
there is only one Olive Garden. I think
in the Treasure Valley.
There's not one in Nampa. Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah.
I mean, I go when you guys. I've never sought one out on my own just because I like avoid
Carly and I
chains,
Carly and I went because we had gift cards.
And like that makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense, and it's not bad. Dude.
No,
like I'm not gonna knock it,
we'll
but
I go to those places and they're like.
But our friends are the ones that picked it, so we were like, "Oh, Olive Garden,
okay.
We have gift cards to that."
They asked me,
I'm not gonna say no
like
if somebody offers it up.
Would you like to taste some wine? I said yes, absolutely. They bring me one. I'm like, that one was all right. Let's try the next one.
And they're like, we charge you $5 for every one of these tastes. What?
Hi, yes, I'd like a wine.
Oh, I wasn't going to drink any wine tonight.
We don't.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was like, Katie, you know the drill. You leave first. I follow shortly after.
Yeah.
Sir, we don't have wine. We have fermented grape juice. Is that okay?
It's kombucha.
I'll take it.
It's expensive kombucha.
No, I asked
kombucha.
for a wine. Yes, sir. Fermented grape juice.
As long as it's
same, but different.
All right. Anyways, anything else for the weekend?
No, that's about it.
That sums it up. So
I'm actually gonna work on a truck this week.
Oh, what truck?
It's an old square body Chevy pickup.
Nice.
It's lifted and it's red single stage.
Cool.
Ooh.
Fun.
Is it chalky right now?
Yeah.
Slinging some paint is what you're going to be doing.
I'm
slinging some red.
Slinging some compound.
There are going to be some good before and afters on that.
Oh, it's going to look wicked when it's done. I'm just not looking forward to it. Sorry, Wayne.
Are you going straight in with a microfiber?
I don't know.
Going with the wool.
Is that the guy who owns the tire shop?
He runs a tire shop.
Go straight in with some wool and some
No, that's what I'm going to... I'm going to use last cut on it, and I am going to go with some wool. But I'm tempted to... Because I'm going to destroy those wool pads.
Yeah.
I'm tempted on trying to find some janky old school twisted wool.
Yeah.
And get a couple of those and just throw them on the Rupes rotary.
And just do you just knock it down first.
And just go to town.
Yeah.
And then you can finesse it after.
And then I'll finish it out with some other stuff.
I think
it's going to make a mess.
Yeah.
My garage is going to be so gross when I'm done with it.
It's like my Miata, but 10 times bigger.
Yeah, your Miata was I'll tell you what, Dane, that was a project and a half.
Well, that bumper really didn't have a lot of paint on it.
Came out nice, though.
It did. It was good. Really.
Those of you wondering, I did Dane's car when he first got it.
So I just brought it over from Oregon. Pink. It had been sitting in a apartment complex parking lot for about, 2 years. Like everything was just kind of sun-dried, rotted. Everything was just, but you brought it back to life, seriously.
Sun-dried tomato.
And that's when I learned about detailing for reals, y'all.
Yeah, Dane was like, oh my gosh.
You could do that.
Wow.
Yeah, so anyway.
So that's what I'm going to get going. And we've got a bunch of products coming in that we're going to be doing some testing on also this week, hopefully, or next week. And
a busy week.
And then the guys from PNS are going to be here next week.
Yeah, you're right.
So,
all right, I'm excited.
So we'll have them.
Those guys will be fun. All right.
But anyway, tell us about this blue goo.
So we're jumping into this. All right. So if you're watching this on the Ride Company YouTube channel, this will be pretty easy. If you're just listening, I'll try to explain everything the best I can. So 2 products on the table here. One is Sonak's Brilliant Shine Detailer, aka Sonak's BSD, and then the other product of course, our bread and butter bead maker, our bead maker and butter.
Bead maker and butter.
I like that. All right, so
butter bead.
So I had seen, several videos. There's been a ton of people that have done
we've been getting tons of comments and questions.
Questions, emails, everybody asking, hey, I saw this video comparing Sonex BSD to BeadMaker. It shows that Sonex BSD is awesome. What's the difference there? Yeah. What do you guys prefer? Blah, blah, blah. And so, just to give you guys some background, I'm just like you. I like to test out products too.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, even if we don't sell something, I still want to test that out, and I will buy it. I will use my own money, and I will buy this. And so I picked up this Sonex BSD off of Amazon. I think it was $12 or something like that. And so it was... so
it's comparable price-wise.
It was enticing because I was like, okay, that's a decent price, and that sounds pretty good. I'd like to try that. And mainly for the fact so I can help people. If people ask, hey, what's the difference? Or, what's slicker? What lasts longer?
It gives you a frame of reference, so when people ask, you can actually speak with some authority on other products too.
I like to try new stuff out. I'm like, I think it makes us worldly in the detailing industry. It makes us, it keeps us on our toes. And the thing is, so BSD is not new. It's been around for several years. I think it's gone through a couple different reformulations. But basically, right out of the packaging, I pulled it out, and Dane, if I could borrow this.
Sure. I was just reading the back. It doesn't say anything about being a sealant or anything like that. It says you can actually use it like a waterless wash.
Correct, yeah. So,
so it's kind of like an instant detailer.
It says on here.
It says detailer on it.
Brilliant Shine Detailer, made in Germany, Sonex. Quick and easy paint refresher and sealant. Right? Provides a brilliant, deep shine, improves and protects the paint finish. So it kind of says the same thing over and over again, in one way or another. On the back of here, though, it shows that you can use this. You can shake it, use it as I'm technically use it as a drying aid. You can use it as a waterless wash, and you can use this as a traditional quick detailer to remove some light dust and whatnot. It says do not use on hot surfaces and allow product to dry and protect it against freezing. So pulling it straight out of the I pull out of the packaging. I didn't even read that it was 25 ounces.
It's a lot of product.
So it's a lot bigger, right? Yeah. So it's a lot more. This bottle, I don't know how to describe this bottle.
It's deceivingly wide.
It's
broad.
It's weird,
girthy.
Wide, girthy. I don't know.
Well, the trigger sprayer on it's a little different than you usually see.
I've never seen a trigger sprayer like this. It's also on the other Sonex product that I got that I'm wanting to try out, which is their what's it called? It's the you spray it on and you rinse it off. Spray and seal. I can't remember
like a gloss and guard spray and seal kind of product.
Kind of like a hydrostylic style of I think it's spray and seal. It's an orange product. I have that at my house too that I don't want to play with. But anyways, so pulling it out, I smelled it and do a quick smell test.
That's what Anthony does with anything he gets his hand on.
In my opinion, it smells like a coconut shampoo, like a hair shampoo. And smells good. I like it. But
that is literally exactly what it smells like shampoo.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and so mainly I just want to see, how does this feel in slickness? How does it protect? And so the protection, I'm going to have to cover that long term and tell you how it lasts because I this is what's on my Civic, and I used quite a bit. It was filled up to that point, and I used, a third of this bottle here.
A little more than that from the looks of it.
Yeah,
but it tapers off.
I used quite a bit because I wanted to try to get the most out of it. I wanted to spray it on as a drying aid, but I also wanted to spray it on as a standalone. I kind of did a little bit of both there. And this isn't because I know a lot of people are going to say if you're going to choose that you like BeadMaker more at the end of all this, that's going to be pretty obvious. Blah 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 blah. It's obvious. You guys already know that I love BeadMaker. We've made it apparent that we all love BeadMaker, and we like it personally as a product because it fit.
That's why we carry it.
It fit this area that we said there needs to be a product in this area, and that's it. And not only did it fill that area, but it filled multiple other areas that we didn't even realize were a thing. And we've just loved this product. I was trying to say, can I love this product the same way other people like it and compare it?
Yeah, well, that's how we compare everything.
Yeah, and so I said, okay, I want to try that. So spraying it on the car. Initially, as using it as a drying aid and using it as a standalone, you have that immediate lubrication, right, from the product because this stuff is thicker. See how it kind of clings and hangs onto the side? It is, I don't want to say gooey, but it's just thicker.
Yeah. It's like milkier or something.
Milky. Yeah. That's a good way to put it in a gross way. So I spraying it on, you immediately have lubrication there under the towel. I used an Eagle, and I also used our Twist and Shout, a combination of the two, just to go back and forth with different towel textures. And it felt really good at the beginning, but what it didn't have was that flip of the towel slickness when you're buffing it off, right? The stuff that how do I say it? That experience that Beadmaker provides, right? That right when you flip a towel on Beadmaker and buff that off, it is just so smooth that it's always kind of like a jaw-dropping moment.
Yeah.
I didn't have that with this. It wasn't like the whole, like I flipped it and I was like, ooh, wow, that's really, that's super slick. To be honest, in terms of slickness, I wouldn't really say there was a whole lot of a comparison there, but did it look good? Yes. I will say that it looked good.
Your Civic does look really good out there.
Yeah, Dane saw it. It looked really, really good. Didn't really smear, didn't really streak or anything like that at all. I was using a moderate amount of product, nothing too heavy, nothing too light, kind of right in the middle, a couple of sprays per panel. And, it spread in smooth. As far as the other parts of the experience, the way it smelled was good. I liked that. Went on pretty easy. I did hit my windows with it and all of that. But I guess, I don't want to say long story short, but Beadmaker, I feel like I enjoy using Beadmaker, and I enjoy using more of this product, mainly for the fact that I get that constant satisfaction from that flip of the towel and that smooth, slick feeling.
That never gets old.
It never gets old, and you would think it would, but it doesn't, because it's almost like that's what I expect every product to do now.
Right.
And so when I used this and didn't have that, I was kind of like, it's nice, but it's not as nice. Now, where people are saying that this does surpass Beadmaker is people are saying that the protection you get out of this is pretty great.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't tell you what kind of protection's on here. It doesn't tell you if it's a polymer sealant. I think it says Sonex Brilliant Shine Detailer gently and efficiently cleans solids, lightly soiled surfaces, blah, blah, leaves paint fresh, and gets a soft, smooth finish. Refreshes an existing wax job as a water repellent effect as well. Can be used as a waterless wash. Doesn't really say anything else on there in terms of what kind of protection it uses, but when people used their little beat up torture test, it showed that this took quite the beating. Now I'll have to speak more on longevity of it.
Pun intended.
I'll have to speak more on longevity down the road to see how well it holds up. But in terms of smell, what do I think smells better? I think Beadmaker smells better.
I concur.
In terms of feel, I think Beadmaker feels better. And in terms of the overall experience, Beadmaker.
Yeah.
Longevity is where this could beat it, right? And the smell, it would be, I guess, a close second, because I really like the way it smells. But I just didn't have that slickness, and that's what I was kind of looking forward to.
Where it talks about being able to be used as like a waterless wash in the back makes me think it's closer to like an OptiClean kind of product, but with some protection in it, kind of thing. So it's kind of like you're the same way people use products like this as a drying aid, even though you can use it for other things like Optimum spray wax, for example.
Yeah.
It's a spray wax, but you can use it as a drying aid. It's when people make products more versatile, they can use them different ways. This one is able to cover some different bases. And I do get the appeal of something like this where maybe it's available on store shelves locally. It's an easy item to pick up, something like that. But when it comes down to the user experience, I got to say, it smells like shampoo. It's nice, but it's nothing to write home about, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Whereas this, I've never smelled any other product that smelled like that. But once again, I get not everybody cares about smell. But if you do, that's a contributing factor to your overall enjoyment of a product like that.
Yeah, and I think one big thing, too, is that in terms of the trade-off on the bottle, right, this is a good bottle. I'm not saying this is a bad bottle. This is a good bottle. I was surprised to see that it's got this, not only is it decent size.
Like I said, it's a wide bottle. It's impressive.
It's got this kind of fancy sprayer on here.
Shaped like a shark.
Yeah.
It's like this kind of,
But you also get more, a lot of product. You get more product in here, 20, fit in 23 ounces.
$12 is a good price for almost 30 ounces of product.
I would say so, yeah. I would say as far as value goes, though, I mean, if this didn't exist... right? I think this would be great. I've just been ruined by this. Ruined. I've been ruined. And very frustrated. No, I'm just kidding.
Been ruined.
Ruined. This has kind of showed me this slickness that I just enjoy and I look forward to every time I wash my car now. Yeah. And that's the trade-off.
I think that's where everybody goes with the Beadmaker.
Now, I assume there are bulk quantities available of that. too.
I don't know. I looked on there, and
I
think you can get it in like a 5-gallon or something.
Somebody watching or listening right now, feel free to chime in the comments. There's got to be some bulk
Are there
of that
any
available.
Fisherman's Friends in that drawer?
I don't think so.
Because I'm curious what the pricing scheme works out to, or if the price, say, differs from one place to another.
Sure.
Maybe it's not the same in every store. But.
Yeah. But anyway, no. I know this isn't this isn't a reviewing podcast show, but I thought it'd be just kind of fun.
We haven't done one in a while, and like I said, you got a
I
product.
think people appreciate it though, because we're being real about it. Like it's observational. Granted, you're the only one of us who's used it, but the way you're talking about it, we kind of get it because we've used other products that,
Can you grab
fill that same kind of bill.
Trophy too?
Oh yeah,
pull that guy out here. We need to talk about that.
Okay.
But no, I agree, and it's one of those things. Like maybe we will be probably doing more stuff in the future, just kind of talking about things, about different products and things, especially as certain things come.
I just know that we haven't really talked about any chemical stuff
we
in a
literally,
while. So
we haven't.
I wanted just to bring it up, and because even though we don't always talk about it, just know that we are always doing stuff.
We've
in
got
the background. It's always
and we've got
on.
stuff that
constant.
We just can't talk
we
about
sign
it.
NDAs. We sign different, they send us products. People send us products to test.
People send us products to test and say, hey, which of your towels will work best with this product?
Right, yeah. Not even to have us, the intent of us carrying
not to see if the product works, but which towel works the best.
And so we play with stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And I think that just... we don't talk about it, but I think it just adds to it.
Well, I think people need to know that
people,
we're not just doing it on our own.
You're aware of other products, you've used them, you have experience with a lot of different things, because people tend to only believe what they've seen or what they've heard. So just know there is a lot more going on behind the scenes.
Speaking of a lot more going on behind the scenes, if you guys are on the Rag Company page, the YouTube channel feed right now, we've got our Pros Pick 2019. Sponsored by Kenny's Rod Shop and the Rag Company. So you can see it's a little trophy. This is something that Kenny's Rod Shop devised, and we're doing it with them. But basically, if you have a cool car, if you have a something fun, unique, something, and it can be any type of car. It can be any genre. I mean, we were at Charlie Hutton's this week, and we got to see a Ferrari, we got to see a Dual Ghia, we got to see a Cuda, we got to see a Trans Am.
Yeah.
Like, there's some different stuff. Anthony went to the underground car meet.
Yeah.
There was probably some pretty cool stuff, and then there was some kind of questionable stuff.
Yeah.
So part of that is we figured, why not give those people a shot to win kind of an award? And that's kind of what we're doing with this. So, again, those of you, we're going to be giving this first award away here at the Boise Roadster Show.
Yeah.
Kenny's Rod Shop is going to be taking this guy, and basically we're going to give it out as a pros pick as like the best car we think that's going to be at the Roadster Show this weekend. And this is part of the car show circuit. So part of the Grand National Roadster Show, part of the Detroit Autorama, it's on that circuit. So some of these cars that we're going to see that are going to be in town this week, we're going to, we'll probably give them this award. You'll probably be able to see them in your neck of the woods also. Or maybe you already saw them if you were in California and got to see some of the cars. So, but this is going to be a fun little prize, and we're going to give away some towels as well with it. But it's something that we want. We're going to create a hashtag over it. And basically the goal is that you guys will hashtag cool cars that maybe you see on the internet.
Yeah.
And similar to kind of like not our Grand Ambassador, but a similar kind of, if we'll go through every quarter or so, and we will pick out of that hashtag, out of the pros pick hashtag, and anybody can do this.
Yeah.
You don't have to be the car owner, but hopefully we will be able to get a hold of the car owner so that we can give them a trophy and some towels by the Rag Company. Especially as car show season starts ramping up, and we think it's just something kind of fun that we can do every quarter, and hopefully have something fun to do. Also, Mark III giveaway.
Yes.
Yeah. So we got to. Yeah,
that is going on. So today is Monday. We're talking about it.
1 second before you guys get into that, I just want to point out for those who see this thing right here, this trophy.
It's billet aluminum.
This is not a piece of plastic. This is actually
machined billet aluminum with
a CNC'd.
It's CNC'd, but then it's got a piece of plexi that's been CNC'd on the front of it.
It's substantial. It's
so you can see it's
very
got
nice.
Two layers.
It's a major award.
It's a major award.
And
it is heavy, but it is a piece of billet aluminum.
Yeah.
Shaped kind of like a little piston top.
These aren't cheap to make either.
They are not.
No,
they are not.
When I heard what they cost to make, I was like, oh boy.
Yeah, we only have a few of them, but that is what we think it's still kind of something fun to have, something tangible that we think it'll be fun to give away. So. Yeah. And just something that anybody can get, any type of car genre, any type of thing. So, but basically, we'll if you guys are using this hashtag, which we will announce, probably with a photo of this award, use it, and we'll go through and we'll pick. Yeah. And we'll choose every couple quarters with the KRS team. Yeah. And we'll find out who we want to give this to. But it's just something everybody can participate in. Yeah. Everybody can vote. Everybody can do all that kind of stuff.
Tuners, hot rods, motorcycles, whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. Everything and anything. So
getting back to the Mark III giveaway. So
Mark III giveaway.
Right now.
Hashtag Mark III giveaway.
The Rag Company teamed up with Rupes USA. Dylan over there at Rupes USA was kind enough to offer up a Mark III 15
deluxe kit.
To one
premium kit.
Premium. I think it's a premium kit. So the whole bag and everything.
It's a kit that's never been offered before.
Yeah, it's new.
You get a bag, you get pads, you get light, you get compounds, you get all that stuff.
You get a claw pad tool, you get a apron, you get all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, there's like $700 or $800 worth of stuff in there, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so we're going to be giving away towels with that as well.
We are doing a collaborative giveaway because he showed up and he said, "Hey, I have one of these I want to give away. I think we should team up and do something." And I said, "Absolutely." Yeah. So right now we have it on Instagram. This is an Instagram only giveaway. To where how this works is you repost the picture that we have on our profile of the Mark III
on the Rag Company or on the Rupes USA. You can go to either site and pull it.
And you just copy that picture. You can repost it. You can share it. You can take a screenshot and reshare just the portion of that photo. And then in your post, use the hashtag Mark 3 giveaway. Yep. And that's going to go into the pool of hashtags in which we are going to compile that and choose one lucky winner to win the polisher. In addition to the other prizes, that there's one other prize that Rupes is going to be pitching in, which I think is pretty unique and cool. And then we're going to have 3 prizes from the Rag Company. Yep. And we'll be drawing those on Friday.
There's going to be 5 chances to win.
Yeah. So 5 chances to win. We'll be picking those on Friday. So the contest
this Friday.
Yeah, contest technically ends Thursday night. At 11:59, and we're starting to draw names probably noon on Friday. We're going to team up with Dylan, do a double live feed to where he jumps into our live feed, and we do the giveaway that way. So pretty cool. We're going to be kind of doing the whole old school draw out of the hat.
Yeah, we'll literally maybe put it. There's enough entries. We may use a bucket.
Yeah. So this isn't going to be.
It's still open for entries, so you've got 4 days left to get your entries in.
Yeah, super easy. It doesn't require you to do anything other than just to repost it and use the hashtag. You don't have to follow us if you don't want to follow us. We're not requiring anything like that. We just want to, hook some lucky person up. Yeah. I mean, if I won a Mark III 15,
it's a big kit, guys.
Dude, I would freak out. I would be.
I think it's outside the door. Maybe we can go grab it.
It's not.
Oh. No, it's not. Yeah, darn it's not. We have already. It's
going to be shipped from Rupes.
Yeah. Oh. We've already planned on what the plan is for that. And then guys. So that's pretty much it for this week. And I don't know if you guys have anything else that you want to pitch in for this week.
No, just make sure you guys sign up for the Mark III giveaway. So again, repost and use the hashtag. And then just stay tuned on our social media. We got a lot of stuff coming up this week. Like we said, PNS is going to be in the house next week. Yep. So we're going to have Bob Phillips, Dave Phillips, and Rennie Doyle here. We are going to be doing a live Q&A Thursday. So 2 weeks from now, we'll have them in the studio
Get your Beadmaker questions ready.
Do a Q&A Thursday with the father of Beadmaker, Dave Phillips.
That's going to be an interesting one.
It'll be fun.
That's going to be really fun.
And it'll be fun to have Rennie in on that.
Yeah.
And then, and then we've got a couple we got some guests that are going to be coming in. And then in April 1st, we're going to have a big blowout on some friends that are coming.
Yes.
Friends of the show that are going to be coming to Boise. And we're going to have
them. You love them.
You're going to have a lot of fun. We hope you guys will with us.
Dane, are you going to be healed by that time?
hell if I know.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully, Dane's alive and with us is the biggest thing. I want him here for that. So
my angel watching over you.
I will drag his dead body. And
we'll do a weekend at Bernie's with Dane. You and I will each have him tied to an arm.
Yeah, that would be a blast. That'd be so funny.
That looked amazing, by the way. That was a great guy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But yeah, so, but Dane, seriously, good luck on your surgery. I know it's kind of a big deal and scary, and I only make light
I play
of
it low key, but just a little freak out on the inside.
Well, and I understand. So we are here with you, and we're going to miss you. And don't ever forget that. We give you a lot of crap, but we love you.
Don't worry. If anybody tries to take my tree down, I'm going to haunt them.
Oh no! You don't want to take that tree.
Yeah, I don't think I do.
You just hear the pitter patter of Dane's feet running around your house at night.
I don't even know if it'll be like pitter patter.
No.
I'll just hear like typing on a keyboard. I'm like, does anybody else hear that? And they're like, no. I'm like,
you just hear the words editing mode.
Yeah, you don't hear like clicking or anything. Yeah, I hear like Red Bulls being cracked.
Where's the Red Bull?
I hear Slim Jim wrappers being opened up.
Wrappers and Red.
Oh man.
Oh God.
Katie, did you hear that?
No.
All right, Dane, let's take it away.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. If you're here on the Rag Company podcast YouTube channel, make sure you're subscribed to it. I know I say this every week, but I just want to make sure because we got new people coming in every single week.
Thank you for listening.
And yes, thank you. We have some other podcasts and videos we'll definitely be releasing that we did with Dylan. I'm sure this will come out before those, but we'll get those other ones. I'll make sure Tim's on the ball with those while I'm gone this week so that you got more stuff coming out because you guys shot a lot of videos last week.
We did.
So more stuff to come. But don't worry about that. It's coming. It's going to be fun. And make sure you're also subscribed to the Rag Company YouTube channel because that's where you see where we do our video stuff. All right, guys, if you haven't already, leave us a review on iTunes or on Spotify. You can follow us. We're all over the place, just laying it all out there. Any rate, guys, once again, thank you, and we'll catch you next time.
See ya.
See ya.